It's another edition of Time About the Movies, and today we're taking a look at the movie of June 11th, 1999, because once again we're only looking at one movie, and it's certainly much more memorable than the movie Instinct from last time. It's one of the biggest comedy hits of the year. It's Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Years ago, a battle was fought, and an empire was destroyed. Now, the saga will continue.
You were expecting someone else?
If you see only one movie this summer, see Star Wars. But if you see two movies, see Austin Powers.
That's right, Mr. Bigglesworth. We're back. Oh, behave.
The Spy Who Shagged Me.
No, Mr. Bigglesworth. No, bad catch. Dr. Evil does not like to be pee-peed on.
I mean, one of the great teaser trailers right there. You think you're seeing another trailer for the new Star Wars movie, and no, it's completely different. It's an Austin Powers movie, and I love how the trailer even tells you, if you see one movie this summer, go see Star Wars first, then go see this one if you're going to see two movies, even though I think I'd rather see this one than Star Wars, but that's a whole other thing altogether. But Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me is, of course, the sequel to the breakout hit Austin Powers International Man of Mystery from 2 years prior, and of course, in this film, you have Mike Myers as both Austin Powers and Dr. Evil, and in this one, Dr. Evil returns again from cryostasis to strike at Powers from the past, using a time machine to remove Powers' charisma, aka his mojo, and deprive him of whatever qualities make him an effective secret agent so he can no longer interfere with Evil's plans. And needless to say, this was a massive, massive hit. The first film was was a hit, but it wasn't like a big cult hit when it came out, box office wise, but it did go on to have this cult following after it came out. And this film not only made more than that film did, but it literally did it on the first weekend it came out. I mean, it literally made more than what the first movie made in its entire run just on the first weekend alone. That's how big this movie was. Over $300 million worldwide at the box office. It was a massive hit financially. Critically, it's kind of the same, but like, how do I really describe this one? Because as much as I like this film, it definitely has a lot more flaws to it than the first film did. The first film kind of knew the right idea of what it was trying to do, and it worked for the most part here. Here, they kind of it kind of starts off on the wrong foot, because it starts off with Vanessa returning from the first film, and it turns out she was a fembot all along, and then she ends up getting self-destructed, and then it's like Austin never really, and it's like Austin is single again, and it's like nothing even happened from the first film. I remember when I went to see this movie in theaters, and we got in there just as the fembot was about to explode, and we had no idea what the hell was going on, and this was I was a 10-year-old kid when I saw this movie in theaters for the first time. I had no idea what the hell was going on there, but it just, now that I look at it nowadays, it seems like kind of a weird way to transfer out to the next, I guess, Austin Powers girl and Heather Graham from Boogie Nights, but it just feels weird to do that. Like, why would you even bring Elizabeth Hurley back in here, even though you're going to have a new leading female for this movie? And if you see Austin Powers and Goldmember, they don't even mention Heather Graham's character in that film. They don't even do anything with her. So what made it so special to make Elizabeth Hurley come back for this, just to get killed off in the end? It's like it's kind of like what Bill Murray did with the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. He always talked about how if they ever did a Ghostbusters 3, the only way he'd come back is if they killed him off in the process. And in Ghostbusters 2016, he's in there, but he gets killed off pretty quickly. So what's the point of having him except for fan service? But yeah, it's there's a lot of those little flaws throughout the course of the film overall, but the film still is very fun. I mean, there still is a lot of good, funny moments here and there. There's definitely more of a sense of a more gross out humor in this film than the last film. I mean, this one has literally a guy called Fat Bastard, and one of the things he does all the time is like farts like crazy, and like you can see like all the crumbs he has all over his stomach throughout the course of the movie, and like. Yeah, it's a little much, but never to the point where it gets completely annoying or completely too out of hand. And overall, I thought the movie was pretty good. Like, I don't think it does anything unique or different compared to what the first film did, but it's still more of the fun stuff that we got from the first film. The few elements that are upped in this movie is the addition of someone like Vern Troyer as Mini-Me, who has a lot of good, silly, funny moments in the film. I mean, he has a lot of charisma there, and I think he does play the role pretty well here. And how many times can I say "and" in this? But I'm trying to think of what else I could say about this film that hasn't already been said already. But for the most part, I laughed more than I was like, nah, this isn't working for me. Like on terms of like the percentages, it was probably more like maybe 60-40%, 60% of the jokes I was really laughing at, 40% not so much. With the first film, it was kind of like 70-30, like, so it's a little bit down from before, but it still has enough there that I would say that it does definitely deliver what it promises. I mean, there are good things about the film. It's a fun movie. It's not a bad film per se, and this is the type of movie that probably would fit well for a summer blockbuster comedy. I mean, you go there, you got your popcorn, you got your drink, you want to sit in the theater for a couple of hours and get a good laugh, some good laughs. You do get a lot of good laughs in this particular film, and it is a ton of fun to watch. It is a really funny film. It's a really enjoyable film. Would I say it's the best of the series? No, I'd probably still say Austin Powers, the first one, is still the best of the three. But this one's not bad per se. It's a fun movie. Definitely a little bit of a step down from the first film, but still a ton of fun. I do recommend it. If you like the first film, you'll really get a good kick out of this film. That's my thoughts on Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. So on that note, we wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies, and when we meet next time, Disney's newest animated feature, Tarzan, comes out. We have John Travolta in The General's Daughter, and we have one of the more influential films of the time period, Run, Lola, Run, which came out this weekend in American audiences, for American audiences, I should say. So we'll look at those three films next time. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the playlist on the next page, check out the previous episode, and also don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this on this channel. So with that said, I am off. I will see you guys next time, and until then, as always, take care.